Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. So today we are making a modern house that is on a hill, and it is going to we're going to have like a little island space and a bit that comes down from the island, and we have a back garden, so it would be cool to use the new pond tool. That would be out by now but this was filmed before then because I am currently away, so as you can see that I was kind of planning for that, but it sort of changes as the time goes on because I was like, I can't use the pond tool yet, can I? So we're trying to work out where all our different shapes are, and we have the fan on again because it is super hot, and I wanted to make this build have some fun balconies and interesting shapes and everything. So we've got some little diagonals, and I think I made this house slightly too big. Still trying to get used to being back into building and everything in The Sims, so I will have to think. I have such a good idea of what I want to do for my cottage living let's play, and I know already how I want it to look in my mind. I can't wait to get back and play it. But we are here with our modern thing, and something went wrong with the stairs. I don't know what. So I was like, let's put a banister on it and just ignore the Sims for being weird. And then we have this lovely jutting out part that actually turns into our kitchen area, and I thought it'd be quite nice to have a glass like slither through the middle so we get some light in there, and have a sort of raised section as well, just to make it look a little bit more visually interesting. So using a mix of the roofs and the platforms as well, because I thought we have bits that stick out, so we should at least have some sort of roofing on there. And we actually add a little extra bit on the front because the front was so flat. I was just like, this looks really strange compared to the rest of the house, especially with the terrain at the moment, because you can't really see the path or anywhere, and therefore it'd be quite nice on the bottom to like sort of place in the windows in strategic corner positions to make it even more interesting and sort of minimal as well. And I wanted to have the big sliding doors as well because they always look super cool on modern homes, and I was just like, here is where I figure out that I needed something extra here. So I was like, yeah, let's make a little thing. We've got some windows, got some 3 windows along there that don't really fit the pattern, but using the really big sliding door as well from Snowy Escape kind of works really nicely for like a really grand entrance, but something that's also not too over the top compared to some of the other doors in The Sims. And then I thought this back section here where we've got the big windows would make a really good stairway, and it would bring in a lot of light, and it's at the back as well, so you kind of get some really good views going up the stairs. And I thought nice mix of textures as well. I don't know why that roof in the middle just wouldn't paint for some bizarre reason. It just wouldn't work. So we're going for this like white concrete tile and some of the grey like slate tiles for the front, which makes it a very nice combo. We actually changed the foundation as well to be a more stone thing because it doesn't really work with the white and the dark colour that we've got going on. And we've got our nice big sliding doors as well, especially out to the balconies. And then we've got the like secondary garden exit that we kind of build in to be like a little private area. So you can see I've done some of the landscaping out the front, so where the path is, so it's nice and smooth. And then we're going to jump straight into our living room, and I was like, I want to make a proper TV unit section. So I was like, let's start off with the wall mirror thing. Let's see what different bits and pieces that I could put together. It took me forever because I was like, things weren't connecting, and you just get the right shape, and then other things weren't part of it, and I was just like, things at different heights and all sorts of nonsense was going on, and I was just like, why? Why will you not work? So actually leave it. I can't remember whether I do anything at the top. I think I do, and this is where I couldn't delete that weird bit off to the side. I was just like, could delete everything else but that weird one little bit, and I was just like, ah. So I had to use it to balance some art on there. I was just like, oh my god. So the TV looks a little bit small and bizarre, but it all works. I got my fully surrounded TV stand, then added in this nice sectional sofa as well with the, I do prefer this type of sofa where it's got the squares on it. I think it looks a lot nicer than the others. I thought we have this nice brush pink colour because it just adds a subtle pop of colour with all the black and the white that we've got going on with our dark floors and our whitewash walls. And then obviously adding in a load of plants as well, because that always brings in some colour. And we're also using a like pinky wood for the cabinets and stuff as well, so it kind of all ties in. And you keep trying to have to find the same swatch as well. I do love these end tables. They are probably my favourite end table in the game. They're just, and the desk that goes with it as well. I think we can make some really cool modern homes now in The Sims, now that we actually have the Dream Home Decorator pack. And then flip side, you can make a really nice 1930s house with the cottage living stuff. Oh my, I can't, like some of those wallpapers in cottage living, Jesus, they are something. They are something. I don't think I'll be using them because I don't like that type of design whatsoever. It's just too over the top and too patterned for my liking. So we've got a nice filled in space that side, but we didn't have anything on the other side, so I was like, grand piano time, because it is the perfect spot for a grand piano. You can like look out through the big sliding doors, and then what better to put 3 large black and white pictures above it as well. It just looks so grand, so extra, so out there. And then using the same wood on the outside as well. I actually put some of the sectionals as their own little seats out there, as just like a little space to come sit and chill. And then this is our kitchen diner, so I was trying to find a nice big table, and then I wanted to use some of the new lights as well, but they're a little bit small for when you're using it on medium height walls, so I scaled it up, kind of made it like into an art piece. And then we've got our brush pink again, which flows throughout the entire house. And this kitchen is so big it doesn't officially get a bar, so that is something, you know, the kitchen is too big when you're having to put a bar in it. And I was like, the kitchen's so big, I want to put an island in. And I think my auto counters is on, as you can see in the bottom corner, but I couldn't see it when I was actually doing this, and I was just like, why do they keep connecting? I never have them connecting. I always like doing it manually. But we have this nice island, which actually we end up having a double hob on there with our little extractor fans. And I thought that was really cool and fancy as well. So you can look out. I think it's just in the same position as where the doors are. Might be slightly off, but we also have 2 ovens that are built in as well, and I get to use all the more fancy kitchen stuff. The sink's kind of out of place in this build. It is a little bit odd because it's just like shoved somewhere it can go. And then I do put in some of the wall cabinets as well, but I got to have a little more fun with those because we could have so much wall height could actually put some of the large ones, and the spoons wouldn't go in where I wanted them to, so I was like, I have to remove all the cabinets and stuff and put them in the spot that I actually needed them to go in, and then putting our cabinets in, and it's a good mix of the different ones. I do prefer these cabinets to the full fully blacked out ones, because these actually have bits and pieces in them, and you can hear a wonderful motorbike in the background. It's a wonder people are not beeping as well. the daily wonderfulness of people beeping their horn constantly outside, which is super fun. It keeps you on your toes. And then I thought in the kitchen we'd have some nice blinds as well, because it faces out into the world, the public. So I thought it'd be quite nice to have some blinds up here. And then we have this little space between the cabinets, so I thought it'd be quite nice to put the coffee pot things, and then the other one over the fridge as a little shelf, and then I can actually put some of the bar stuff at the top there as well. But it's such a spacious kitchen. It'd be great for having parties, entertaining and stuff in this house. But if the Sims would let you entertain properly. So there's plenty of space to expand and everything in there, and you could probably turn it into a second living room if you wanted to as well. I did debate doing that, but I was like, no, let's just have a massive kitchen. And then this is our office area. So we've got the nice desk, and then I thought I'd use all the different bookshelves as well, try and mix and match them together to go in this little nook. And we have a nice fluffy carpet, and then I do some seats as well, so they come in and have client meetings. And I thought it'd be quite nice to use the little round end table as a little plant stand, because who doesn't love a good plant stand? The other day I went to IKEA and came out with a fake plant. I was like, I didn't come here for you, but you look quite real, so I now have it draping off my bookshelves, and it looks nice. Add some colour in there. I keep wanting to try and find a loom to make some wall art, but I can't find one anywhere. I have to order one. I was just like, why do the craft shops not have one? Why does IKEA not have one, even though there's one on their website? I was just like, ah. And I couldn't forget they said they had a shoe rack in stock, and they didn't. There was none left, and I was just like, damn it. It's only £3. I was just like, argh. But I shall be back to buy more stuff. And I'm gonna fill it. I thought it would be quite nice to fill these shelves with boxes, as though they're like files and personal bits and pieces, invoices, designs, whatever hidden away in the box. Lists of people they've murdered. I've been watching this program called Spotless on Netflix. I think it used to be on like ITV or something, but the main villain is a little bit like the owner of the company I work for, and it's quite scary in that sense, because he's not a very nice person. The character in the program is not a very nice person, but it's just a little bit too close for my liking. Then upstairs, going back to our build, I never knew those end tables existed. They're so cool with their little lips on the side. I think they're much nicer than some of the other ones we've got. So upstairs we have a huge master bedroom with its own balcony, walk-in wardrobe, and a bathroom as well, and then we've got like a second living space on the landing that's huge. We have a kid's bedroom, we have a like guest bedroom, and then a bathroom. So there's not actually too much stuff up here, it just is vast. You could probably cut the rooms up even more and make more rooms if you needed to, but I was just like, we've got huge spaces, we might as well use them, and then there's no issue with the Sims getting stuck anywhere on anything. But I do like this master bedroom. I like using the desk, and I always forget about those little end seats because they're so nice, and the like art lamp as well looks pretty cool in here. And I've used the same. I realised I used the same painting over and over again in this build, but it's one of the nicest one we got, and it kind of fits there as well. And then I actually used the new bath in here as well because it's the first time. I keep forgetting to use it, and I was just like, I need to use it. So we're going to make a huge walk-in robe, and we have our little vanity outside as well, so you can sort of get ready in here and then go out and get ready, get your makeup and everything on over in the other space. So we've got two chests next with the shoe stuff in the middle, so we've got a mix of shoes and boxes and towel things in there, and I thought it'd be quite nice to have these like little pendant lights in there. In the guest bedroom, which I didn't actually record, I actually scaled those up and had them as pendant lights over the side tables, and they look pretty epic as side table things. And then we've just got like some extra storage space for like personal details, like personal bits and pieces, this pampas grass, and a little smaller version of the end seat as well. I do like that colour blue that comes in. It's a very stylish room, if I do say so. And then in the master bathroom, we've obviously got the bath in the window, which has some pretty epic views, and because this is set in Windenburg, literally no one's going to see in your corner window bath. And then obviously we need to have a shower, and we have the little half wall with the window in, so it's still there. I really wish that window with the slats at the top came the other way around, so you could actually have the slats at the bottom and the glass bit at the top, so you can actually have it differently. And I thought putting a plant there would save you a little bit of modesty, but there's not much left for anyone to see. We do have a hamper here, but there is no laundry, so in one of the other bathrooms I actually changed it to one of the base game hampers, so if you wanted to put in laundry, probably do it in a nice basement in this house where you could have all the laundry and a gym and stuff. Then in the kids' bedroom I really wanted to use the tent, and I was like, that comes in a space theme, so I was like, let's do like a dark space theme type of room with the dark blue and the blacks and everything. So that's our theme in here. It's very messy. We've got some shoes by the door, we've got like arts and crafts on the floor, got all sorts of clutter in here, and kind of is the feature this tent. I actually haven't seen The Sims using it yet. I haven't really played with the Sims in a while, so I think when Cottage Living comes out, definitely. We got a science table in here as well, because I thought they would be into science if you're into space stuff. So that is the kids room. And then we're going to jump outside to our landscaping. So I've already done the rocks, where we've got like some cliffs, and we've got some nice paths as well, and a little driveway. So I wanted to have it like sort of natural and overgrown, so we've got grasses and plants all in the cliff, well not cliffs, but the more rocky areas, and I thought it'd be quite nice to frame the actual entrance to the house with a hedge as well, so you don't just like fall off the edge. And we have a nice one of the salami bushes out the front, and then we've just got some of the bushes that are actually in the world here, so it's kind of a mix between a more Windenburgy garden and one that's also designed as well. So I thought we'd have this area where we've got our step down to have our pool, and then we're actually going to fence this off so it's a little bit more private and more formal, quote unquote, formal garden outdoor space. And then we have some hedge fence as well with an arch to make it into the more natural open space of the landscape around. And I actually could put some hedge in the other fence as well to make it look as though like you're going off to nature. Which is something in cottage living like really strange about some of the lots. I think they try to make it look as though it's on farmland, but you'd also still have, because it's supposed to be Britain, you still have fences around your garden. But of course it's American when most people don't have fences around their garden, so it always looks a bit odd if you've got like tree line things, but you're like, you need a fence. Or in a massive open field as well. It's slightly odd. So in our little formal bit we've got seating upstairs, which we're going to have like a green wall as well, and then we've got a barbecue area with a seat as well, and I thought it'd be quite nice to have some fairy lights behind it as well, just to get some light. And I did want to have the little hanging lights as well, but because of the foundation it made it super hard to put them on, which was super annoying. And then lots of little greenery as well in the balconies and on the front as well, because need some plants. And then it's just putting in the little seating area down the bottom, which is got enough space to come out and sit, have the doors wide open. And then we've got a little play area as well at the back, which we have a slope down because I thought these two things should be connected in some way. So we're just going to put in some little muddy paths where the Sims have walked, and under the play equipment as well, because I like trying to be real as possible. And then we've also got another little cliff rock area which will fill with lots and lots of plants, and it's quite fun putting in all the different things. It's not fun placing all the rocks and scaling them up, because I don't know why we don't have bigger rocks we can put in places so we can actually do proper cliffs and stuff like this, instead of having like the flat texture. It just brings the build to life a little bit more when you've got some rocks, 3Dness to the world. And then a little path out to where we got all the gardening bits and pieces, and that is our build. So we'll jump into the screenshots, and it was a heat wave when I took the pictures, so it's a bit colour all over the place. You can see the layout. The landing area also has another seat, it's a big rug as well, and then the downstairs as well, which I actually forgot to do the downstairs bathroom. But here's our office space. Very fancy, and we've got a little chest in there as well if you want to hide anything away. And then there's our living area with our built-in TV unit. I do like that view with all the little pink touches, and our grand piano. What a shot, hero shot right there. And then our kitchen, which actually everything managed to line up with our little skylight, so I was quite happy with that, because normally I end up placing lights and everything exactly where it is, so I am happy that it lined up. You probably get a very nice view out of that dining room space, so when the sun comes around you just be like, Jesus, it's too hot. Then our master bedroom, you can see a little peek into the walk-in closet, and then our closet itself. It'd be nice if they changed up some of the colours on the clothes a little bit more, because why would you group all your colours together like that? It's slightly odd. Then the master bathroom, and the popo after me. the kids space, bedroom, that little chaise in the corner as well, which I thought was quite fun. And then here's our guest bedroom with the pendant lights scaled up over the ends, like a yellow one. Then our outside space. So I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.